General la.lewis, and yeah, everybody knows I'm one of the Maroons that always taught the truths and the rights, defending not only Jamaica or defending the Marroon Nation, but defending the world. But Andrew Holness have done something, people. A lot of politicians before him, yes, but he has done it to the highest of disrespect of the country, and everybody know that I do favor him, as well as I favor Portia Simsimila. But he have been selling out the Cockpit Country, where billions of dollars of water, aluminum, gold, silvers is at this designated time and moment and space to the Japanese and the Chinese for a little bit and nothing. You understand? Instead of mining these cockpit countries for ourselves, are selling, are producing, are distributing the water that is up there, because water is the most expensivest thing in the world now, ladies and gentlemen. Dubai have oil and gold, but they do not have water. You understand? So I will let my colleagues now introduce and tell you about these things more. You understand? So Andrew Holness now, ladies and gentlemen, is being, I wouldn't say it in a disrespectful way, but a dunce. The duncest man ever in Jamaica. I told him already, I said, Andrew, do not make Jamaica have you as the worst Prime Minister ever. They already have Bruce Golding as the worst Prime Minister ever. But the way how you're moving now, Andrew, you're gonna be the worst Prime Minister ever. And probably you are the one that Marcus Garvey words and philosophy catch, that a politician head is going to roll down the streets. You understand? So, Andrew, stop selling out the country. You understand? Stop selling out the country, and you're selling out the Cockpit Country. You have no jurisdiction over not one part of it. It is, the Cockpit Country is Maroon's land. It's the indigenous people lands. The government of Jamaica or Her Majesty have no control over it, Andrew. And you know that I represent Her Majesty. So Queen Elizabeth have no control over the Cockpit lands, Andrew. You're representing Her Majesty. Andrew, just to fill up your pocket with money, Andrew, your head probably roll. So I'm gonna attach a video to this by one of my colleagues, and he will explain to you more better. So ladies and gentlemen, listen.
In perfect black light, Jamaican people, we're gonna show you even further evidence that Andrew Holness is a perfect dunce and a solid incompetent. Now let us bear in mind that the Cockpit Mountains is one of the 10 places in the world that has not been touched by man, whether modern or ancient. No walk through it yet. It's never been geologically surveyed or mapped. And he's going to sign over bauxite mining lease to companies without knowing what's there. He does not yet, we don't understand yet the underground water system and how it channel, and the caves and how they interlock and produce and send the water. We don't understand why it has borium, iron, gold, diamonds. But he has given mining leases to people, to foreigners and foreign entities. That will show you the extent of a dunce that Andrew Holness is. You cannot put a crown on a fucking clown and call that Ross a king. That is a failure. What is the geological wealth of the Cockpit Mountains that you're giving away? The whole world needs water. Everywhere in the world, water is more expensive than gas. And you bumberfuck would actually give away the most precious wealth resource we have, water. You would destroy that, Andrew Holness, in your short-sightedness and lack of alacrity of what you're really dealing with in the Cockpit Mountains. You don't even have any jurisdiction there, Andrew. Remember, you know, when our buck shuffle upon you, you know, done said, we are going to carry your constitutional court. We are make you play your hand, you know, I can say how far you going to go with this. The international human rights lawyers already have your name and the case done start. You're bright. Like you wasn't a bright boy at school. You was an average mind and you're doing average things still. You know the geological wealth. You understand the connection and how it will affect the entire water supply system of the island and the ability for the people to have water and for the farmers to farm. You are destroying something that is priceless. Again, done, said Andrew Holness. In every country in the world, as per the World Organization statistics, in every country in the world, water is more expensive than gasoline. So may I put to you again another suggestion. To the people of Jamaica, tell me if me sound like our foolishness may I talk. Done, said Andrew Holness. All of the money you will be getting from the next 30 years of bauxite, because that's all that leave in the Cockpit Country. You can make way more than that in a year if you get the proper equipment and start bottling the water and filtering it and shipping it overseas. Bahamas, Guyana, all these countries need water. Everybody importing water. All the rich, oil-rich Arab countries have one thing they don't have. They don't have water. Put together a ministerial group to negotiate with them. We're trading your oil for water and fix Jamaica's energy problem and bring down the cost of living. Because once we start getting oil from the Arabs, why are we buying oil from Americans who buy the oil from the Arabs? You think you can disrespect my daddy lunch money? Done, said Andrew Holness. No. Put together a ministerial group. Keith Duncan, my brethren, you depend on the Economic Oversight Committee. Put this in place. You know, say we have the water, we did have the water factory up in Irish Town. It's still there. Prepare to bottle 72,000 cases per shift. And all of above Catchings Peak. Bless up Uncle Cyrus. It's all there and ready. Water is a viable thing. Are you going to destroy the most viable resource we have? Keith, all the other businessmen, them talk to this fool for me, please. Here I have given you an answer, not just criticizing you, Andrew Holness. I have provided you with an intelligent, economically viable answer. And alternative, since it's alternative development, don't do bauxite, do water. Let us calculate what's the price per water, per ton, and calculate the price per bauxite, and you see there's no viability in bauxite mining. So to pursue this means that you are bent on destroying this country, and we will bear that in mind.